Greetings, blessings. How's everybody doing this evening or wherever you may be at, locally or globally? I'm really glad that everyone is, let me just say, for those that are supporting me and listening to me and liking and leaving some comments and even sharing my page or information that I put out. I want to personally just say thank you to each and every one of you, as I know that I've done the same for you guys. And just in general, I'm just feeling and flowing with positive, like-minded people. Okay, so thanks so much. I appreciate it. So this will be my last makeup live audio for this evening, as when I'm done, I'm going to do some self-care. You know, I talk about self-care so much, so I always have to be accountable for myself, because if I put it out there, I definitely want to project it and do it for myself. So after this one, I will be done for the evening at least, and we'll return back tomorrow to just kind of clean up or make up anything else that I have to do. You know, just do some catch up. You know how life is. Life can be extremely busy. Oh my goodness, just extremely busy. Just got some eye openers this week and feeling pretty okay about myself, which is good. I'll take that. I enjoy when I'm up, because trust me, that other negative feeling is not so good. So have to continue to do some work. But nevertheless, again, I welcome you to my Aisha Speaks Jade page, my Facebook page, my podcast platform. I am none other than Aisha, affectionately known as Jade, and I am doing a makeup live audio for yesterday, which was Wednesday, November the 28th, 2018. And I'm hoping that you guys are able to hear me if you join in live or listen to my replay shortly afterwards. I want to thank everyone in advance for supporting me. So this is pretty much kind of like one of those reminders. You know, sometimes how we're not always motivated, right? Let's not act. There are days that we have good days. There are days that we just have those challenging days that keep us from being motivated. But I want to briefly speak on 5 ways to stay motivated when you feel like giving up, because I know that I have had those thoughts of giving up, saying, you know what, to hell with this. I just don't want to do this no more. Forget it. I'm throwing in the towel. That's it. I'm just going to stick to that cliche thing, you know, the typical, oh, let me just work a 9 to 5, so to speak. But you know what? Light bulb comes on in the head. I have to have those self-talks. I have to regroup, recharge, recheck myself and say, you know what? You've come way too far to give up. Going to have to change that mindset and try to figure some ways out so that you don't give up on the business as a collective, but don't give up on myself either. So again, I want to speak about 5 ways to stay motivated when you feel like giving up, and I hope that this resonates. So if your motivation is wavering and you feel like quitting, here's what to do before waving that flag or just throwing in that towel. So you're pouring all of your energy into a goal, expecting an outcome worthy of the effort you're putting in. Yet months have come and gone and you're not where you want to be. Sounds familiar? Because a lot of people have said, in person as well as I've seen it on Facebook, they've created or started so many different businesses or tasks and they failed, but yet somehow they get up and they keep starting over until it clicks. So maybe your business isn't growing as much as you anticipated. And perhaps maybe your weight isn't sliding off as easy as you expected. Your level of motivation is like a boxer who's on the ropes and is close to being TKO, knocked out. It's in these very moments where it's tempting to wave that flag or throw in that towel, especially with self-doubt and negative chatter whispering in your ear. I don't know about you guys, but I do have those negative self-talks or just those negative thoughts. So you'll have moments where your hard work seems to be for nothing. Results seem like a distant fantasy. But this is part of the journey of growing as an individual. And let me tell you, it definitely tries. It tests your patience. It tests my patience. Please. So it's during these times when your perspective is of the utmost importance. So I'm going to talk about 5 effective ways to stay motivated about your goals, even when you feel like giving up. So let's just jump right into it. So the first one would be focus on the present moment. So let's just say you want to make 6 figures and lose 20 pounds, right? These are outcome-oriented goals which aren't completely in your control. That's what they say. You can't control when those 20 pounds will come off, nor can you control when you'll reach 6 figures. I don't know about that. What you guys think about that? Do you think that you can or cannot control those 20 pounds that's going to come off? And do you think you can or cannot control when you reach 6 figures? I really would like to hear that feedback on that. But you can control the process of reaching those goals. Focusing on the process keeps you in the present moment. Instead of creating a plethora of hypothetical what ifs about the future, the process is completely under your control because you decide on your actions. So, for example, you can control the number of monthly sale calls you need to make to reach those 6 figures. You can control your eating habits and exercise for 30 minutes on a daily basis to reach your weight loss goal. What you think about that? Because remember it said before that you couldn't control those 20 pounds and that you couldn't control when you'll reach the 6 figures. Now it's saying that you can control your eating habits and exercise for 30 minutes, and you can control the number of sales that you can make to reach 6 figures. Be more concerned about what you're doing as opposed to the specific achievement. Number 2, embrace imperfect action and then analyze. Perfection and the stars aligning during your journey is a fairy tale that will prevent you from being the best version of yourself and will lead to disappointment. Succeeding with your goals requires embracing imperfect action and in turn getting imperfect results. Then you can be reviewing them afterwards. The imperfect action allows you to gather real-world feedback and thus, in the long run, make you likelier to succeed. Think, iterate, and then optimize. Think, iterate, and then optimize. Interesting. Number 3, always play the long-term game. So, a gentleman by the name of Gary mentions that playing the long-term game is his greatest asset in the world, which is full of, so in a world full of overnight successes and transformations dominating the headlines, These stories are actually far from that. Those overnight success stories played the long-term game. You just haven't heard of them yet due to the lack of attention given to them from social and mainstream media outlets. Playing the short-term game leads to unrealistic expectations on yourself, along with unnecessary levels of stress. Both of these lead to burning out and other potential health issues. Aim for incremental progress each day, and this will create massive change in the long term. Can anyone relate to that? Aim for incremental progress each day, and this will create massive change in the long term. So again, instead of playing the short-term game, which leads to unrealistic expectations on yourself along with unnecessary levels of stress. You see that? They lead to you burning out, and it definitely creates health issues. Number 4, surround yourself with positive support. If you want to be a millionaire, then you need to hang around more millionaires, right? You want to be broke, then you'll stay around those broke people, right? But if you want to be wealthy or be a millionaire, then you will hang around with like-minded individuals. Also, if you want to lose weight, you need to be around more health-conscious people. It's just you become who you hang around with because you start to think, approach, and see the world through their lens. Let me say that again. You become who you hang around with because you start to think, approach, and see the world through their lens. Only give your time to people who make you a better person and inspire you, not deflate you. Only give your time to people who make you a better person and inspire you, not deflate you. So we all know misery loves company, right? If people see that you are wanting to do better for themselves, they will try to suck the living hell out of you, take your life away if they can. So be around like-minded people, positive people. Be around positive support. You can't be around people who really just don't care about their health and they're eating any and everything. You will suck right into that. But if you're looking again to lose weight in a healthy way, be more conscious about what you eat, then that's what you need to be around. It's pretty simple and to the point. And 5, hire a coach. If this is doable for you, hire a coach. Or, you can go to these organizations that you can get a mentor for free. They can support you and guide you in the right direction. No one succeeds in the world alone. Your coach provides an unbiased perspective with the sole objective of helping you achieve your goals. Most importantly, they've likely been through the same situation and understand completely what you're going through. No one is granted immunity from having doubts and feeling overwhelmed at times because guess what? It's going to happen. So throughout their business, health, or any other endeavor, But if you ask yourself, am I better off today than I was at the beginning of this journey? And the answer should be yes. then you're moving in the right direction. So ask yourself that question again. Am I better off today than I was at the beginning of your journey? And hopefully that answer will be yes. So I told you it was going to be short and sweet. I hope that you enjoyed that. I hope you got something from it, some good content. I hope you got some reminders. And if you feel as though like this just doesn't apply to you, then share it. Share it with somebody. Share it with someone that needs it, that needs to hear it, that needs to apply it to their life. So guys, I want to thank you again, as always, for tuning in and listening to the replays. I want to invite you to my social media platforms. I am on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and I have a YouTube channel. You can find me all under Aisha Speaks Jade. Again, that is Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and I have a YouTube channel which you can subscribe to. Hit the thumbnail, hit the notification bell so you can be in the know. As always, make sure that you do self-care every day. Use your self-care toolbox. If you don't have one, create one with nothing but positive things. Okay? If you feel like you're down or feeling negative, go in that self-care toolbox to help you reboot, to get you to where you need to get to so that you don't stay down. Self-care should never be an option. It should be a necessity. Do it every day, because I know when I'm done with this, I'm going to do my self-care for the rest of the evening. I don't care if it's just laying down. It's my time, okay? And I don't apologize for it. And you shouldn't either. You should not feel guilty about doing self-care for yourself. Also, with that being said, make sure that you take care of the crown of your head, which is the top of your head, to the soles of your feet. Love yourself, respect and like yourself. Know your worth and your value. Create your happiness, create your greatness, and just go for what you know, whatever that passion may be. I hope you enjoy the rest of the evening. Have a better tomorrow. I'm sending out amazing positive vibes and energy and good thoughts to each and every one of you. I'd just like to say, if someone today has lost a loved one, someone that they cared about, my condolences go out to you for healing, for you to get to a place of healing, and that the person that you care about, that they're in a better, that they have transitioned to a better place. With that, I say namaste and ashe, and be good to yourself. Light and love.